Hi everyone, welcome back to Tomb Raider. It's time for the Tomb of Tihocan, or something. I don't know how to say his name. He's the guy who isn't Qualopec. He's the other Atlantean boy that we need to get his scion from, in order to beat the game. I guess. I don't know. Haven't actually beaten this game yet. Have I said that before? We're actually nearing the point in the game that I got to. I finished the level after this one. But this one's pretty long. The levels in general get a little bit more lengthy from here on out. I don't think they'll take too many more videos like per level than they have so far, just because of the glory of editing, like you just saw there. But you get a lot of stuff like this, these huge cavernous rooms where fucking up in a specific way can mean that you have to do a lot of backtracking and doing repetitive things, and I can't pick up that ammo for some reason. I do not know what the rhyme or reason is with the ammo. I pretty much just use whatever gun is automatically equipped when I'm doing stuff, because I don't really think about it. And they mostly have unlimited ammo, and I don't know if that means, if when you can't pick it up, that means you have full ammo. I don't know shit. I am quite unobservant, if you haven't figured it out. So, anyway, yeah, we have this giant room. This is the bulk of this area here that we're doing. Is just this, because they know that you are going to spend a lot of time doing the same shit a lot and trial and erroring things. But luckily I did actually remember what you have to do in this room, and that is push this box into the water and then do something in the water part. And as you probably can guess, this is a changing the water levels level. I guess you could call this a water level. I mean, there's going to be a little swimmy section in a little bit. I'm burping a lot. It's just kind of a much bigger and more complicated version of the Poseidon room from St. Francis Folly. And I didn't hate that room either. And while I have no idea what just happened there. That was weird. While this part can be repetitive and annoying and take a long time, I mostly am just salty because of, like, mistakes I made making it take longer. Primarily in a little bit, we're gonna see... You'll see. Yeah, I don't have to talk about it. I forgot that this whole process is going to take fucking 15 minutes, so you will have plenty of time to see what I'm referring to. Of how I didn't fuck myself over, but I needed to do something more better, and I didn't, and so you have to go back and forth and blah blah blah. You'll see. I like the sound of Lara going down on the ladder. It's nice. I like how it sounds. I know I've said this before, but I really like the way this game sounds in my ears. I kind of wish that I had the game turned up in the videos more often, because... and I love how I'm saying this during just a cacophony of gunfire. That's really the only way I know how to fight these fucking gators. Because they'll whoop your ass if you're in the water. And as long as you're on higher ground, you're pretty much good. They can't really do shit to you. And it's a pain in the ass to have to flip and flop all over the place and shoot at them, you know? But yeah, I like the way that this game sounds in my ears. All the nice little crunchy, crumbly sounds that you make when you're shimmying and walking around in these big places, and especially these like big cavernous places. The sound scape is very vivid and detailed. I think that in terms of like graphics and sound, I think this game holds up pretty remarkably well for being from, I think this is 2007. You know, it's not a, you know, it's not like Red Dead 2 level graphics and textures or anything like that, but like I think the environments look really nice. I think the character animation is pretty decent for the time, and like I said, mostly I just really like the sound design. I think it's really it's just crunchy and satisfying, and I think it's very high quality. I was gonna say high fidelity, but I honestly would not even know what I'm talking about if I had said that, so I didn't. And here we are up here, and we are cranking to make the water fill up. And I cut out the like 5 minutes of me figuring out that I did not need to do this right now, after I moved the box back because I died off screen and it went back up there, because it doesn't save after you push that one because it is an optional box. You do not have to push both boxes, but if you want the cool secret, you do need both boxes. So I got the box, but yeah, you don't need to do that. But yeah, no need to see me shift around a million times. I've included a pretty decent amount of my getting around here because I try to show me going to each part of this room at least once. And if I'm like going in a different direction, like I was there with that little Scooby-Doo that I had to do there. And just because, you know, why not? It's Tomb Raider, it's chill vibes, you know, all these videos are just me kind of like shooting the shit with you while Lara does her little flippies and fucking yeets herself off of cliffs and breaks her neck, and shoots alligators. I think that's what they're supposed to be. I don't know if they're gators or crocodiles. Gators or crocs, can't really tell. I know that there's a difference, and I think if you showed me side by side a crocodile or alligator, I could tell you which one it is, but I could not describe to you with words why, or like what is different between the two of them. People can tell me in the comments if you really want, but I can also just Google it, or I can just not know. I'm sure I'll think of it again at some point, and I can Google it then and find out. Well, before I remember it, and before we get too long into the video, I mean, we're already 9 minutes in, but whatever. Today is election day for us Americans, the day this video is going up at least. And I kind of can't believe we're already there, even though it feels like the 2020 elections have been going on for the past 10 years. I've already talked about how I'm very excited for it to be over, because it's been going on forever, and it's very annoying, and I would like it to be a thing that happened rather than a thing that is going to happen that we all have to speculate about, and that there's a bunch of ifs around. But, of course, I am not going to get that reprieve immediately, because it's going to take way longer than just tomorrow to count all of the ballots, with the huge increase in turnout and all the mail-in stuff. But I feel like the majority of states they'll probably be able to call them. Certain battleground states, because of the way they are doing the vote counting, are probably going to be delayed in terms of an official 100% vote counted count. But I think most are going to be able, because you don't need 100% of results to be able to, you know, do the math and hash out who won. You know, they do that all the time. But obviously there are going to be some that are a lot closer than others, and so, you know, having that big amount of votes tallied is certainly going to affect things and all of that. But anyway, no need to get wonkish on you in this video. I am just gonna use this video as my platform of announcing on this channel that I'm gonna be doing a stream tonight, election night. My brother, JT, my friend Nate, probably Liv, and probably some of the normal buddies that you're used to seeing on my streams. They'll all be joining me at one point or another whenever they can throughout the night. We'll be, watching the results come in, but for one thing, there may not be that many results to actually see, and two, they take a while to come out anyway. So I'm not just gonna sit there fucking refreshing the 538 page for 2 hours, and I am just noticing that I missed a medipack underneath that little bit of rubble there. That's a big whoops from me, folks. That was a classic Timbo gaffe right there. So yeah, if you have brain damage and you're using this LP as a walkthrough for this game, just make note of that. But anyway, yeah, we'll be ostensibly watching the results, but mostly just gonna be shooting the shit, talking about the election, but also other things, and probably also playing some video games. It'll be a mostly normal stream. It'll just have more guests than normal, and different guests than normal, and it'll be election night, and I'll be, you know, having a gay old time. So, you know, tune in to that, because I would like to have a fair number of viewers to pal around with. Okay, and here is where I ballsed it up and made myself have to spend 25 minutes doing bullshit. First of all, I knew that I needed it to be more over here, although I really don't think it would have mattered if I had kept it going through this side. But yeah, you have to pull that thing over, and then you raise the water, and then it goes up, and then you can only use that thing as your platform to get up, because you can't get up out of the water, out of the onto the platforms above me right now, because this game's dumb. So you need to move this thing over, and I did it, and it was on top of the thing, as you'll see in a couple of minutes. And I only am showing all of this so that you know what process I had to go through 2 times after this to just correct myself bit by bit when I fucked this up very slightly. Or it may have only been once, but the fact of the matter is I had to do it multiple times, and it was a pain in the ass. Taking a brief break to eat some pumpkin bread. It's pretty tasty. But yeah, so yeah, the election night stream, it'll be starting around 8:30 Eastern Time, Eastern Standard Time, because we're done with Daylight Savings Time, which we should abolish, but that's another story. And it'll be fun, so I hope people tune in. And I'm going to put if I haven't already by the time this is up, I'm going to be putting up a bulletin on my, or I guess it's not called bulletins anymore, but a post on my main channel, and maybe a comment on this channel, announcing that and having the Twitch link and everything. Because, not many people watch these Tomb Raider videos on the day that they're uploaded, so I'm not really expecting this message to reach way more people than... I guess not that many people just watching my videos knew that I was going to be doing that. I mean, I think I've talked about it, but I never formally said that I was doing it or when it would be. So yeah, this is me figuring out that you can't get on any of these platforms, that you need the other one, and then realizing that I have to do this whole rigmarole again. Because I can't get over there to hook the thing and move it, so I gotta bring the water down and blah blah blah. But before we do that, there are some Socorits that we can collect while the water is up. And also a switch that I did not notice that's down here. It's very dark. I hope we can see that. I've recently started rendering my videos as YouTube Full HD in Premiere rather than what I've been doing for a while, where I just did match source high bitrate for my render. Or export, or whatever, I don't know, fucking anything. But, and it has made, you know, the quality better. It actually goes up to 1080p now, but, which is what I record in, but wasn't what I was rendering in. But, it makes the files very large, which is probably why I didn't make a habit of, rendering them that way. But now I have a freshly wiped, empty hard drive to fill to the brim with juicy videos, so that doesn't really bother me as much. And those parts in this game where you have to very quickly swim up to the surface in danger of drowning make me very scared and uncomfortable. That is a fear of mine. Not one that I feel acutely with much frequency, because I'm not in water that often, but when I think about it, it's fucking spooky, like, the idea. And yeah, very easy to just kill yourself there. I thought that I could do an epic swan dive into the water, but I've been proven many times now this game just does not like you doing that, so don't know why I tried. And yeah, you can't get it this way, you gotta do some hokery-pokery. So yeah, this process. But yeah, like, being super deep underwater and having to go up to the surface, fuck that, sounds awful. I used to have a lot of dreams like that when I was a kid, and then I had a recurring dream, like, a year or two ago, where I would be on the beach, and a huge wave would be coming, and, like, all the water, I'm, like, in the tide, and all of the water would be sucked in, so it would just be the ground underneath me, and I would just crouch on the ground with my hands above my head, and the wave would crash over me, and it wouldn't knock me over. It would be like there was a bubble around me. Not that I would see a bubble, but like the wave would be over me, but not like I wouldn't be in the water or being affected by the water. But I would wake up around that time because it was just so fucking scary of a huge wave coming at me. I don't know why I have that dream, but I have had it. And we are zooming through this tunnel. I don't know if there's any cool stuff you can find on the sides there, if you can even go in there. You know, any cool secrets, if you can veer off to the side. I don't think there are. There she is. That's where the scion lives. And a little edit here because I did some more diving and going into these holes only to find that the one I went in led to nothing. So I'm going in this one, which goes to something. It goes to a switch that you need to flip so that you can go into Toucan Sam's house. Okay, so the name Tihocan reminded me of what I am going to pronounce as Tenochtitlan, because that is the most recent pronunciation of the word Tenochtitlan, which I believe is the name of a city in the Aztec Empire. I may be wrong about that. If so, sorry. Anyway, when I was in grade school, I was told that it was pronounced Tenochtitlan, which I'm almost certain is not true. So if anyone knows and could clear that up, that would be sick. Because Tenochtitlan sounds dumb too, but it makes more sense because Tenochtitlan is like adding a bunch of random fucking sounds that don't seem like they're in there. So yeah, don't think that's true. That's funny face. Carrying all those guns and shit must be really tiring for Lara. Very normal ponytail there.
Instincts can be expensive, mademoiselle. Yours are going to cost you both pieces of the scion.
That's not a price I'm prepared to pay.
Don't be absurd. No job is worth dying for.
Yes, it is.
Second thought, you have it. Bonne chance.
That guy got fucked. So here we are with the next boss battle, and you're gonna see me fuck this one up a lot. Yeah, that's what they do. They have their little turning to stone thing. I think it's stone. It's either that or just like crust. Yeah, you're gonna see me fuck it up a few times. That doesn't really do anything to them, like normal shooting them. You gotta do this, and then you gotta take them, take their shields off and get them on the ground. And what you do is, and I knew this when I was playing it, it's just hard to get a hang of it, because I've only played it once and I didn't really remember exactly how the timing went. But yeah, once you do this and you get them off, they're both in the middle, and then you have to shoot them until their adrenaline thing is up, and it makes them do their encrusting move, this one. And you're supposed to quickly pick up the shield before they do that and reflect it back at them. They turn into stone, and then you fuck them up while they're stone, and that kills them. I was getting my ass kicked by fireballs, because you also need to be wary of those. And yeah, I also got just fucking owned by that horse while I was doing this. Also, randomly, the game decided that it wanted me to use the shotgun now. I don't remember telling it to do that. I don't really remember running out of my infinite bullets for the double guns, but alas, that is what happened. And I don't know why that did nothing. See what I mean? The timing and everything is a little bit weird. It can be easy to fuck up, but I do get it. I am a gamer. I am a true gamer. I know how to do this. This is a first try. This is a first try of the boss. I mean, it's not the first time I'm playing the boss, but I didn't die when I was doing this. All the edits that you see is just fucking me taking a long time. And you can probably tell by the number of health packs that I have, because I used several of them during this. But the game, I think, keeps you, if you look for them and you try to get all of the extra ones, I think this game actually keeps you pretty well supplied with medipacks, at least on this difficulty level. Maybe that's what changes. I don't know what the differences between the difficulty levels are. I've always just played on normal, so, because I'm a normie. So I don't know if it's like an enemy thing, if it's, you know, if the like levels or puzzles are any different or more difficult. I don't really know how they would be, but or if it's just lack of health packs, don't know. Anyway, some things are occurring.
You have tainted the power of the Scion. In betraying your fellow kings, you have broken the sacred triumvirate of Atlantis. You have maimed Qualopec, your own brother.
I am still here, wretch. Tihocan has ended your treachery. But it is my face you will see in your nightmares.
What have you to say for yourself?